Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Saturday. I've just recorded a couple of videos this morning because I haven't done any for about 3 days, which is quite a long time for me. And I'm just continuing to do some mobile responsive checks on a client's website. And then I've got to hook up a gift card, not a gift card, like a reward system to their website as well. And privacy policy and cookies policy as well, and sort out their footer. Actually, there's quite a bit of stuff I need to do, actually. I thought it was just going to be a few, but no, it's not. It's more than a few. So just got to do some stuff. And I thought while I'm doing it, I tend to think of the privacy policy and cookie policy and footer stuff almost like bits of a website. So I thought, hey, I might as well go live while we're doing that. Hey, Nick Rama, how are you? How are you doing? What are you doing today on Saturday? What are you up to? Hey, George. Hey, just you carry on working, George. All right. I know you'll just have me in the background, but carry on working, doing your stuff. What are you up to today, Nick? What are you up to? What are you up to? Just setting up my windows here as I'm talking to you all. Just talking to you all. Yeah, so client's website, it's the competition one. Just got to, now that I know they're fully happy with the layout and the way we did it, I just need to now just double check a few mobile responsive modes, add in a reward system, wallet system to their website for their WooCommerce, footer, cookies policy, privacy policy. And then I need to record some videos as well for how they need to add their their competitions. But I'll do that tonight or tomorrow. Haha, I know you very well, George. I know you very well. But yeah, Nick, what are you working on at the moment? Or are you just chilling? Are you just chilling at close to 11 a.m. in the morning? What are you up to? What are you up to? You know what? I have to say, though, for those of you who have... Hey, Carapos, for those of you that have or have not, don't watch Stranger Things, a day after watching the Season 4 finale, I know loads of people are saying they really like it. I'm feeling a little bit... I was expecting more. I was expecting a lot more from it. It's still good, but it could have been better. Nick. Yeah, so Nick, look, Nick, do you want to email, right? Do you want to email over your URL? Do you want to email over your URL? I won't share it, okay? I'll just quickly do page speed insight and just have a quick look at it. Do you want to share it? Hey, Samuel. Good morning from New York City. Hey, well, what you're going to find, though, in when we do these daily or whenever we do them live chats, we talk about anything and everything. So it won't just be about WordPress and Elementor or anything like that. It can be anything where the topic takes us. Like I was talking about Stranger Things just earlier. So Nick is just going to email me now. And I'm going to have a quick look at his page speed insights. But I'm glad you're here, by the way. I'm really glad you're here, Sam. And I hope you've enjoyed the chats that me and Paul have had on his channel. I hope you've enjoyed those. They're always great. It's always nice to be able to talk to someone. Otherwise, you're just talking to the screen. Actually, do you know what, Nick? George has asked a question I was going to come on to. So George has asked it now. Who is your host provider? Oh, SiteGround. Okay, you should be all right. Okay, so once I get your email... Okay, when I get your email, the other question then is obviously what optimization tools are you using? What optimization tools are you using on your website? Sometimes you know when you optimize the website for how was I going to say, for the mobile, and you already had optimized it, but then the client made quite a few changes and stuff like that. I don't want to say it's a pain, but it can be a bit of a pain. Do you know what I mean? Because you've done loads of work on it, you made it look really, really good, and then they go and slightly change their mind. Not changed their mind. Sorry, wrong word. Not changed their mind. They've now finalized how they want it to look. So, yeah. Yippee ki yay. Sorry, just reading the comments back. Yeah, chill, mate. Right, okay. Right, Nick, I'm going to tell you now. I don't use SG Optimizer because SG Optimizer is not as good as the other solutions I recommend. And that is from experience. I honestly mean it, okay? Hey, Sam, do you know what? It's not about being as smart as us. In fact, I'm only as smart as I need to be. It's more about taking what you got and making it work for you kind of thing. Yeah, so Nick, once we get that URL, we'll have a look. We'll have a look-see. But SG Optimizer is not as good as what a lot of people think. I can tell you now, right? I sincerely mean that. It is not as good as people think. And I'm not just saying that, all right? I really do mean it. It is not as good as what many people think. There are flaws with it. There are some pretty hefty flaws with it. And if there weren't any flaws, I would honestly tell you now, there's no flaws with it. It's totally perfect. There are flaws with SG Optimizer. Don't worry, Nick. Once we get that link, have you sent it? Have you sent the URL? I haven't got it yet. Let me just shut down my email. Open it up again. It's not come through yet. It's not come through yet. But once we get it, we will check it out for you. Trust me. Trust me, mate. We will get to the bottom of it. Or not. You know, we might just make it worse. In fact, that's what we'll do. We'll make it worse. We'll make it so bad you're going to regret coming to us. You're going to be like, what the heck have I done? Right, Nick, got it. Right, got your URL. Got your URL. Right, so two things I'm going to do. First thing is I'm going to... first thing I'm going to do is just do a scan of your of your plugins. Close that down, and then I'm also going to do a page speed insight check. Page speed insight. Okay, because sometimes there will be some stuff that you've got on your website that are going to pull you down no matter what you do. Right? Oh. Right, so the first thing, right, let me just tell you the first thing. So, Nick, are you listening? Are you listening, Nick? Hold on, George, I'm going to email you the URL as well, okay? Just so that George can look at it. I'm not going to share it with the whole world out of respect, okay? So, George, I'm emailing you the URL as well, all right? So let's just email it to George. Right, so Nick, are you listening? Right. So the first thing is you've got Astra, right? Astra is pretty light. However, you could just use hello, right? You could use hello. From what I can tell, I've done a scan and I'm not getting any of a... What plugins have you got? That's weird. The plugin detector's not picking up. Anyway. Right, okay, so your desktop score is 61. Your mobile score is 25. Okay, your mobile score is 25. Right, defer off screen. Okay, so you need to go through your sections and set your overflow. You need to go to your section and set your overflow to be hidden. Set your overflow to be hidden. So for your sections, set your overflow to be hidden. Because some of your images, right, if I just go through, Set your overflow to be hidden, number one. Right? Number one, do that. You got quite a few of these images. Number two, your images are JPEG. Your images are JPEG. Your images are JPEG. Okay? And so you know when you say you're following... No, I'm okay. You know when you say you're following the video, you need to set your images to WebP. You've got a lot of unused JavaScript. So I can tell you now, Google Tag Manager and Facebook Pixels are going to pull down your website. It's going to pull down... Yeah, go on, George, explain that. So Google... Don't make the noise. Google Tag Manager and Facebook Pixel are going to hit your website score no matter what you do. But your 25 score is low anyway. You're not preloading your fonts either. You're not preloading your fonts. So you know, Nick, when you say you've watched a video, are you sure you followed every step? Because your fonts on, you're still fetching from Google. You're fetching from Google. That hits you. Your images aren't in WebP. I would not use SG Optimizer. I really, really wouldn't. The thing is, though, Nick, Google Tag Manager and Facebook Pixels will knock off about 30. So you should still be hitting 65 to 70. You should still be hitting about 65-ish, right? So let's forget the Facebook Pixel and Google Tag Manager. Let's forget that. Preload your fonts. Preload your e-icons. Preload, convert your images to WebP. Get rid of SG Optimizer and use Alt-Optimize and the other thing I use, right? I think your CDN is affecting you as well. Have you activated the Elementor experiments for DOM and all of that? Have you activated that? I mean, look, you're, yeah. I seriously would use Alt-Optimize. I seriously would. Honestly, I'm going to say, even if you stay with SG Optimizer, okay, fine, stay with that. I would definitely do your preload your fonts, WebP your images. I would start there. And I would start there. Yeah, don't use OMGF then, Nick. Don't use OMGF. Did you watch the 2022 video that I did? The one I did in January? Don't use OMGF. Do your custom load fonts. At the time I did the video, OMGF was good. I'm now a little bit like this with OMGF. I'm like, you're better off custom loading your fonts. Custom load your fonts. Also, are you using any inner sections? Are you using any inner sections on your page? If you're using inner sections, try and get rid of them. If you can, try and get rid of any inner sections if you have got any. Okay? Inner sections are not always a good thing. All right? Hey, Mike, how are you? Sorry, if anyone else has joined and I've not said hi, really, really sorry, okay? Because I've been looking at Nick's website. Yeah, right. Inner sections is a bad thing. Right? Bad. Okay? And when I look at your homepage, I can't see of a single instance where you would need inner section. I can't see a single section. Can I share the page? Can I make a point? Can I share your page? Can I just make one little point? Can I make a point? I'm going to share it anyway, Nick. I'm going to share it anyway. Yeah, flex containers is a good thing to use. But let me make a point, right? You see this bit here? I bet this is an inner section. This could have been a section on its own, and all of these could have been one column. One section, one column. And custom width, you could have had all of these in custom width. No need for an I bet this is an intersection. And that's an intersection. This could all be done. I kid you not. All of this whole thing could be done with one section and one column. One section, one column, custom width. You could have done all of that. All of that. We did a video about 3 weeks ago on that. Custom width. Custom width. Right? Boom. So that's all we're going to say about it, Nick. We've kind of gone through it, lightning speed and all that. But custom fonts, WebP images. I cannot stress the importance of WebP images. Make sure your sections, overflow, are hidden. So you go to section, overflow, hidden. Hey, Jack. Go do the errands, my friend. Go do the errands. Never delay the errands, because people won't be happy. I don't know how much that helped, if I'm really, really honest, Nick, but it's definitely a start. It's definitely a start, yeah? And to be honest, mate, a lot of what you're said or you're seeing, these are not uncommon issues that I see kind of all the time. Anyway, with other websites as well. So don't worry, mate, okay? Cheers, Jack. Well, we'll see how the live goes. There's no guarantee if it's going to be a good live. Can you all hear my son whinging in the background? He's having a bit of a balmy day at the minute. So if you can hear him whinging, sorry about that. I'll have a word with him later. So I'm just quickly fixing some mobile responsiveness on this website. I didn't do it at the time, by the way, because we were still undecided if the client was going to go with the look we were going for. Now they know I'm okay with it. I'm now just going to chop and change a few images to make sure they look better on the mobile, basically. Oh, damn it. I forgot to do something. Edit image. Crop. So often, I mean, I don't do this all the time, okay? I do like to do my mobile responsiveness as I build a website. However, if the client is a little undecided on the look, I get the look to look right. And then I go, right, we're okay, we're fine. Right, now I quickly make it mobile responsive. Hey, Jimmy. Yeah, just a bit early because I was working on a client's website, fixing the mobile responsiveness on the home page because the other pages are fine. Do the footer, cookies policy, privacy policy, you know, all the stuff you hate to doing. I got to do it. So I thought I'd just go live while I'm doing it. Unfortunately, my son is having a bit of a whinge in the background. You can probably hear him in a moment. He's having a proper big whinge. He's having a bit of a whinge. So Samuel, you currently host 9 websites on SiteGround, but my affordable 3 years is ending in August. I don't have any thoughts about SpinUp, WP, never used it. Hey Artif, never used it. I mean, I would say, yeah, is the reason you're moving away from SiteGround down to the money? Don't forget to click like, by the way, everyone. Is it down to the money, or is it because you weren't happy with the service you were getting? Was it down to the money, or the service you were getting from SiteGround? Because I quite like SiteGround. But I'd love to know your exact thought process and reasons for now thinking, you know what, I'm going to go elsewhere. Was it just the financial aspect, or is it something else that's kind of got you a little bit, like, no, this isn't as good as what I thought it was going to be. What is it? Because I'd love to know that. I'd love to know. Yeah, I'm okay, Artif. I'm okay. Hope you are too. I tell you what, my son is having a proper whinge today. He's not in a happy mood at all.
I am.
You are in a happy mood?
Yeah.
I can hear you complaining.
Waiting to do this.
Okay, all right. Don't complain then, all right? Stay good. Stay happy. Because when you're not happy... I'm not happy. No, I am happy. I'm joking. I'm always happy. But yeah, just working on client's website. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe. Anyone else here finished watching Stranger Things? Season 4, all of it. Anyone here, without giving away spoilers, anyone here who has now completed with Stranger Things? Let me know. Let me know. Anyone else here finished? I'll take that as a no. But anyone else here finished with Stranger Things Season 4? So I'm just modifying this client's website for mobile responsiveness. I prefer to do this as you build a website. But when you know the client is undecided, sometimes you have to go down the painful route of, right, we'll build it, the homepage, and then I'll go back and fix the exact look of it. And it's not difficult because all the pieces are in. But the way I like to work is do it once, do it well. Especially when you then start to reuse components within the website. It means you can just fix it. Excellent, that's now fixed. I mean, that didn't take long. It's literally taken me 5 minutes to do the homepage, make it fully mobile responsive. So I'm like, we're done. Hey, Rajat. Yes, you've completed Season 4. The final 2 episodes were good. I thought they could have been better. The final episode... the final episode of Season 4, which was 2.5 hours long, they could shaved off an hour. I think they dragged it a little bit in places, but it was good, but it didn't have to make it 2.5 hours long. It didn't have to be that long. Don't forget to click like if you're watching. It helps the YouTube algorithm and other people in finding our website. Not our website, our YouTube channel. It does help. And I know a lot of you are sat there going, well, why do we want to help you for? Why do we care? It helps in terms of potential followers and subscribers, but it just means that we get a bigger outreach. Things like that. So, yeah. Yeah, Artif. I mean, it's like right now, yeah, it's the footer, the cookie policy, and the privacy policy. For me, the footer... I hate doing footers. I'd rather just have a black line at the bottom. That's it, full stop, website done. And then cookie policy and privacy policy. Who reads that crap? Who reads it? But you got to do it, right? Who reads that stuff? Oh, I get what you mean, Sam. Yeah, so if it is a very big website, if it's got a lot of hits, if it's got a lot of a user base, I kind of get why you're having to move. I get why you're probably thinking of moving. Yeah. What was I doing? Duplicate page, that's it. Duplicate page. Let me just do the privacy policy. How many of you actually have clients that actually write their privacy policy? How many? How many? I have only ever had one client who actually wrote their privacy and cookies policy. Everyone else, I use a template and I rejig the words a bit, but it's basically the same copy used everywhere. There's none of them ever, only one in my entire history has actually produced a proper privacy policy.
I just need to shut
Hold on, Raheem. I just need to shut the door for Raheem. I don't know what my son is planning, but he's doing something because he wants me to shut the door. No, we don't get clients from Fiverr and Upwork. I don't want it. No disrespect, yeah, but it is not worth my time building a $50, $100 website. It's not worth my time. Not worth it. Not worth it. You know, I mean, why would I want to spend 1 hour? No, why would I want to spend a week on a website for the value of 1 hour's worth of consultation time? Makes no sense. I think if you use Fiverr and Upwork and it works for you, great, but you're always going to be at the lower end. In my opinion, I know you can get higher paid jobs, but the bulk of it is going to be the demanding clients who want everything for a low cost, a low budget. So no, we don't. We're based in the UK. We don't use Fiverr or Upwork to get clients. Is that what you use, Rajat? And how successful have you been on it? Or have you found it to be, I don't know, has it delivered everything you've wanted to deliver, basically? How have you found it? Is it working for you? Is it good for you? What's your thought process on it? I've got a feeling you're going to say you love it, but what's your thought process on it? Major source of getting clients? Well, word of mouth. We had to start somewhere. We built websites. We found people. You know, sometimes people come to us via Facebook, LinkedIn. Sometimes people come to us on the back of a YouTube video. Word of mouth. People are happy to refer us. So, Rajat, tell us a bit about you. Where are you based? What do you like to build websites with, i.e. Divi, Elementor, Bricks, whatever you like to build with. So where are you based? What do you like to build websites? How do you like to build websites? Sorry. Do you have a niche area or not? And where do you get your clients from? Where do you get your clients from? Hey, Mahboob, how are you? Where do you get your clients from? Because I'm not going to give you their phone numbers, but where do you get your clients from? Can you imagine that? Hey, can we have a phone number, please? No, you're not getting the phone number, that's for sure. Where do you get your clients from? Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Okay, Mahboob. Okay, all right, Mahboob. So before we give you any help, right? Before we give you any help, I want to know, are you asking for help because you've agreed to do work that you weren't sure of what to do? Or is it that you know you can do it, but you're struggling to get it to work? So before we give you any help, right? Before we give you any help, tell us if, is this where you've agreed to something and now you're going, oh no, I don't know what to do? Or is it just that you're working on it, but something has come unstuck? But ask your question. Put down what you're struggling with. Put down what you're struggling with. And how is content marketing working for you, Rajat? How is content marketing working for you? Mostly local clients. And are you finding that you are fulfilling your ambition with local clients? Because let's be honest here. Are the local clients going to pay what you want to be paid for your website? Or are you having to lower prices? How's it working for you? How is it working for you? How's it working for you? How's it working for you? I can't wait to hear what Mahboob's questions are, by the way. Jimmy, how long am I going to be? I love how Jimmy's put, how long are you going to be live? And then he's put his name. I don't know, Jimmy. Maybe a couple of hours. Maybe 10 hours. I don't know. Maybe a couple of hours, mate. Unless Mahboob asks such a complicated question, I fall off my chair. Studio Cart for booking and payment for facial service, but I'm trying to use Jet Engine. What? I don't know anything about Studio Cart. So what's the client said they want, Mahboob? Right, so does the client still want you to use Studio Cart? And did you know this before you took on the job? Did you know this before you agreed to the job? And what do they want to use? The thing is, though, Rajat, what you got to think about, though, yeah, is what do you offer? What can you do? Like, you haven't answered my question about your niche area. So do you just build websites for whatever? Or are you doing a targeted market? Do you have a niche, or are you just anything and everything that comes through the door? Hey, Inderpreet. Because that will be the key to unlocking potentially international clients. But what is your niche area? Hey, take care, Jimmy, all right? Take it easy, right? And hopefully we'll still be here. If I'm not here, come find me, but we'll be here, all right? Yep, so they've got existing website. So is it that they want you to still use Studio Cart? Or have they said, use whatever you want? You don't do niche clients. Okay, Rajat, so there's your problem. There's your problem, Rajat. Unless you have a niche area to target, you can't join specific LinkedIn groups, Facebook groups, support forums, whatever areas. You can't get in and showcase or talk or discuss, and every now and again say, yeah, I build websites, but don't always do just that. You've got no way in. But then Rajat, you are not. Hey Peter, but Rajat, you are not going to get international clients because you've got no niche. If you're in the UK or the US or Australia or even some European countries, you don't always have to have a niche. But if you are in Eastern Asian countries and you're trying to break out into the international market, I can tell you now, you will not break out into the international market if you're based in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Thailand, anywhere there, unless you have a niche area. Because if I'm in the UK and I want a website, I'll tell you now, I'm not going to go to India, even though it's cheap, unless I know that person is a massive expert in that niche area. They have got to be a commanding expert in that niche area. So that's why I think what you really want to do is think about... Okay, Rajat, let me give you some questions, okay? In the last 12 months, that's 10 and that's 12, right? How many websites have you built? And of them, which types of websites did you love making? Hotel booking? Travel agency? Dentist? Bollywood? What types of websites did you love making? Well, Mahboob, this is what you got to do then, you see. Rather than asking people here what they would use, what you really want to do, Mahboob, is now go, right, what does Calendly offer? What does Calendar, CALNDR, offer? What does Jet Engine offer? Because you know what your client wants. You know what is going to tick the box. What features do they need? So rather than asking people here, you need to now go, right, I need to have these 10 things. What does Calendly do it? Is there a cost? Does Calendar do it? Is there a cost? Does Jet Engine do it? Is there a cost? And you got to work that out, okay? You got to work it out. Yeah, so 20 websites, Rajat. And how many of them was there a common type of website you did, or were they all basic? Were they all e-commerce? Were they all bookings? Were they all video websites? Were they all directories, chat rooms? What were they? I don't want to know individually, but the bulk of them, majority. Okay, so if you're not satisfied, but what was the majority? Now, when you say you're not satisfied, why are you not satisfied? Are you not satisfied because you don't like what you did, or you don't like what the client wanted? Right? You're not satisfied because of what you did or what the client wanted. Which one was it? Which one was it? By the way, if you're watching, please do click like. If you don't click like, it's not nice. Please click like. Right, e-commerce. Right, so okay. Now, my other question, because of what you did or what they wanted? Trust me, it makes a difference. It makes a big difference. Right, so you didn't think your work was good. Now, let me give you the harsh truth now, okay? And you're not going to want to hear this, but this is the harsh truth. If you don't think your work was good and you want to get international clients because you hope it leads to referrals and word of mouth, you need to take a step back and first get yourself to be good. Because if you can make it with an international client, there is a higher chance, it's not guaranteed, there's a higher chance they might refer you to a friend or family, and then you have more income. They might take out a maintenance plan. If you don't do a good job, they're not going to take out a care plan with you, right? They're not going to take out a care plan. You lose out on recurring income, right? So what you've now got to do is take a step back and go, why don't you like what you did? So tell us, why don't you like what you did? Did you use Elementor Pro? So here's a question for you. Why didn't you like it? Did you use Elementor Pro? Were you using lots of other add-ons? What is it that you did not like? So have a think about that. Have a think about why didn't you like it? Did you use Elementor Pro? Because if you say you didn't use Elementor Pro, that makes me start to wonder then that's probably the reason why. Because you're now using loads of add-ons and stuff doesn't always work well together. But have a think. Please do click like, by the way, if you're not already hitting like. Because, yeah, just click like, all right? Just click like. Right, that's the privacy policy done. I can cross that off. The mobile check is done. The terms and conditions, they'll give me that whenever. Cookies policy now. Seriously, the worst pages you can ever do on a website, aren't they? Cookie policy, privacy policy. Like, who cares? Who here, right, be really honest with me, when you've gone onto a website, has ever clicked on a privacy and cookie, not your own, who here has clicked on a privacy and cookie policy before they worked or they used a website? Give me the truth. Design was not good. Right, so let's get this now clear then, Rajat. So the design, is it then maybe that before you start to think about the international market, before you even build with Elementor Pro, what you need to do is look at example websites, right? Look at example websites, okay? If you know you're building a website for someone who sells shirts, find some websites in India or somewhere else, right? Or templates online of shirt selling websites. Look at the layout. Look at the header. Look at the hero banner. Look at the single product, the shop. Look at the layout. Is there a sidebar? And just because they do a sidebar, you don't do a sidebar. Do it if it works. Do it if it looks good. Does it serve? Is it a feature? Does it serve a function? You got to think about those things. So look at example. Then start designing with a bit of pencil and paper what do you like. Don't just copy one website. Go, I like that. I like that. I like that. A bit of that. That button. That text. And start to form your design mindset. And when you do that, then you go to Elementor Pro. And once you get into that habit of building like your voice, your way of building, then you are maybe in a better position to go international. Because look, let's be honest, just because you work with someone internationally doesn't mean they're going to know what they want either. But if you really want to increase your chances with satisfying them, monthly income from a maintenance care package, word of mouth referrals, maybe even working for a web design agency. No web design agency is going to want to work with you. No matter how cheap you are, if you're not able to take a spec or a brief and make something amazing out of it. Especially if the client does not give you a brief. If the client is not telling you the look and feel and they want you to do it, I always say go back to basics. Look at example websites, make a note of the hero banner, the header, all of this stuff, and formulate your plan. Mahboob, any idea how to put deposit amount set and pay rest after? What? Oh, Mahboob, there's a plugin you could use, which is this one. But I think you got to pay £5 a month to use it. I think it's £5 a month. So rather than you paying annually, you pay monthly, which is kind of good. So if the business goes bankrupt, they could stop paying rather than an upfront cost. You could try that one. But again, Mahboob, I would say these kind of questions become irrelevant because we don't know your full spec or brief. We don't know exactly what you're trying to achieve. So I've just mentioned appointment hour booking. You might say, oh, but it needs to be split by consultant and it needs to have images. So you got to find the best tool to satisfy your aim. And the best thing you can do is Google paid appointment plugin on Google, minimize your search to be the latest month and see what you get. Yeah, but Rajat, you need to, what you're saying there is not a great answer, okay? So I'm not having a go here, but I'm just trying to get across. What you're saying there is not a great answer. It's not able to portray what you want. Are you trying to do something that no one's ever done before? Then ask the question, why has no one ever done that before? Maybe it doesn't work. So what you do is, if I said to you right now, what was the last client website you built? What was it? E-commerce, but what was it? In fact, why don't you email me the last website you built? And we'll put it up on screen. Do you want to do it? We could do it live right now. Let's look at it on screen. But rather than saying you can't portray what you want, why don't you look at what's already done and then go, well, that's good, that's not good, that's great, whatever. And then you will formulate what you want to do. Right? Because to say you can't portray what you want, is it that you're trying to do some sort of funky feature where there is no plugin? Or there is a plugin, but you got to pay for the plugin. Then you enter the realms of, well, the client doesn't want to pay for it. Right, scratch it then. Client doesn't want to pay for it. You can't do it for free. It will take an immense amount of JavaScript and scratch it. Get it out of the system. Do something else. Do something you can do for free. Always a minimal cost or minimal effort. You can achieve a lot of stuff, but I say scale it back. I would love to do some amazing stuff on websites with JavaScript, like mind-blowing stuff, but I won't because A, development cost would be astronomical, B, I don't know how to do it, and C, who's going to pay for it and the time and effort? So scratch it. It's out of the system. You don't do it. It's like looking at your house, Rajat. Let me give you an analogy. Look at your house where you live. I know you're going to say you love where you live, Peter, because you got a great place. But look at where you live. Don't you? I wish I had a much bigger study room down here. I wish it was double the width. I really do. I wish I had other stuff. But I ain't got the time or effort to do it. I ain't got the space. I ain't got the money to do it. So you know what? I know what I'd love, but I ain't getting it out the system. And when I look at what I've got, what can I do with it? I'm coming back with a Pepsi Max, by the way. Hey, I'm back. Yeah. I mean, sometimes what I say sounds really harsh, Rajat, and it's not meant to, but it's like the harsh reality that a lot of people don't often say on videos or places or even blog posts. Sometimes it's always made to feel too easy. Yeah, you can use Elementor, you can do this, you can build a website, you'll have clients, you'll make loads of money. There's so much more involved. There's so much more thinking and thought processes, but I hope it helps. Hey, Antony, how are you doing? Ah, Peter. Do you know what? I thought about that, Peter. I did. Oh, hold on. This might explode. No, it's right. I did think about that, Peter. And then I thought, no, energy costs. Not worth it. Not worth it, Peter. Not worth it. And you'd hear it humming away. It'd be like this. Or a little bit of a hum anyway. So Rajat, look, it's entirely up to you. If you want to email over your last website you built or whatever website you built and you want us to review it online, do it now, okay? Now's your opportunity to do it. How are you doing, Antony? By the way, don't forget to click like, okay? Don't forget to click like. What are you up to today, Antony or Ant? Rajat, you can't paste links in YouTube, Rajat. You've got to email me the link. Hey, Nikos. That's the thing, Peter. That is the thing. That is that, and that. You got to, what you got to do, right? Even if it's just pen and paper, you sketch out header. What's going to go in the header? You don't have to color it. It doesn't have to be pixel perfect. Just logo, menu, social sharing icon, maybe hero banner. What, we're going to have an image, full width, box width, over here, over there, 3 images. What are we doing? Any animation moving in? What's the headline? Where's the keyword? Subheader, call to action button. Or maybe not. Let's do another section. Put the call to action button there. Who knows? Icons, boxes, services. Testimonial at the bottom. You got your footer. Latest products, maybe. Latest services. A bit about me. Maybe it's just a picture of me sat there. You do that, and it all starts to come together. But you got to start with a sketch. Literally. Client. Website we started on Thursday. That. Probably can't even see it properly. See it? That was the initial sketch. That. For the header and how I was going to split the screen and have an image overlapping. And then I expanded it. And then I expanded a bit more. Then I built it. And then we built it. Right? That's what you do. Flex containers, there's issues. There's issues with videos. There's issue with advanced gallery. There's issue with some margins as well on the flex container. I still feel you should hold out. I still think you should hold out. And I know why you're saying it, Nick, because you're thinking of your inner sections, but one section, one column, custom width, you don't need inner sections. That's interesting, Sam. So you follow YouTubers, they have great content, but don't have websites. Yeah, that's not a bad way to do something as well. If you know people that have an audience, okay, but don't worry about me, Sam. I won't be hiring you because we build websites and all that. But that's not a bad way to do things as well. Right, okay, just looking at Rajat's... Hold on, mate. You're making a crickly noise. Right, okay. So Rajat has sent me an email. Yeah, you see, the thing is, I'm not going to share it, Rajat, but you see, when you look at, what the client wanted, right, okay, the client might have been happy with that, but what I am going to say is what you've built, you could have done with, custom width in Elementor. One section, one column, custom width. So there are stuff you could have done there. I mean, what you've got is good. However... you could argue that what they're after, what they want... I mean, in a way, though, you're not far off. You're not far off, to be honest. You're not far off. But I think, you're not far off. You're not far off. I mean, what you're saying, Sam, there is a good strategy and a good idea. And if you've got a portfolio to back up what you do and how you do things... people do stand up and take notice, right? George G? Okay, right. So George G, the equal column height option. Have you checked with Jet Elements? Have you checked with their Facebook forum? The only reason I'm asking is that really, I would strongly recommend you ask there if the equal column height. doesn't seem to work. I mean, have you tried doing this as well? So what you can do is div. No, not div. Selector. Oh, damn! I just hit it. So selector. I think it's height. I don't know, 300 pixel. I think something like that. Have you tried putting something like that into the column as well? So if you do that on all the columns, they'll all be equal height as well. That's what I use. I don't use Jet Elements. I don't use that. But have you checked on the CrocoBlock Facebook group? You know, there's a Facebook group for CrocoBlock. Have you checked there? You're probably going to say, no, I have not checked there. Why should I check there? I would say check there. And it's not because I'm giving you a faff answer, but they may know something that we don't. Sorry, I've just got to quickly copy this cookie policy over. Is that the right page? Yeah, cookie policy done. Just scratched that off the list for today, and now I can fine-tune the footer. Hey, take care, Petey. Go and edit that movie. Yeah, just double check on there. In fact, do a search. When you get to the CrocoBlock community on Facebook, do a search for equal column height. Just search for those 3 words. There might already be an answer for it. Ah, okay, Anthony. Opens it up as a light box. Now that's interesting. Nothing comes to mind. I mean, you could go down a really long-winded route and make a pop-up for every single blog post, which would be a pain to administer. Don't forget to click like, by the way. That would be a pain in the backside, right? I'm talking about a rusty, nail-ridden pain in the backside. I'll tell you what, Anthony, can you go to Facebook? Can you go to Facebook and go to this group and ask your question there? Can you ask your question here? So, Anthony, can you go and ask your question there? Go ask it there and see what they say, okay? Hey, Pixar. Oh no, Pixar, are you alive? Just got to reply to me. That's weird. Is Pixar on here? Pixar's just emailed me and I'm just double checking. What happened was for some bizarre reason, Pixar, like, there was a point where he couldn't reply, and it was really weird what had happened there. I just want to double check that he's not. It's almost like he got blocked, but I didn't block him, and it was really weird. Yeah, he's not on the block list at all. I wonder where he is then. Where's Pixar? There he is. Hey, there you are. Did you say hi earlier and I missed your name, Pixar? Or have you just arrived? Just double checking. Did I miss your name earlier? No. Cool. It's all right. Just we know when you got your email. I got worried. I thought, oh my god, have you been blocked again without knowing why? Yes, Antony, ask your question there, okay? Don't forget to click like, everybody. Clicking like is good. No. Do you know what? I think I've discovered something. Sometimes YouTube, when people comment on a video, YouTube class it as spam. Sometimes. And what sometimes happens is, without my permission, YouTube sometimes blocks people without me having any say in it. And I've got to go in and sort it out. And I think they've now put in some extra steps now for blocking spammers and stuff like that. But the artificial intelligence they use is a little bit extreme. Because let's say one of you puts in a word like shit or whatever, they will flag it. But I might be okay with it because we're talking about something or we're having a discussion, right? So I find the AI bit of YouTube to be a little bit too politically correct sometimes. Right, back to the Samuel. I really struggle with proper responsive sites to look right on the crazy. The thing is, though, Sam, the way I like to... Some people start on the mobile and then do desktop. I like to start on the desktop, get it done, move to the mobile, and then I take stuff off. And if I'm really honest, I just build with my minimum width being 378. Exactly, Atif. So you got to let me know so I can make sure you're not being blocked or something, added to a list. It's really weird how it's like I said something on a video about 2 months ago and someone was like, yeah, that's really shit. As in they were agreeing with me because I said something was rubbish. And YouTube blocked them without my permission. I was like, what? No, I unblocked them back in again. It wasn't you, Pixar, it was something else. And it was like, well, hold up. The AI, that's a bit, let it go. I'm okay with, let it go. No, Pixar, it's all right. I think the YouTube AI is a bit crazy. Do you know what, Antony? The whole pop-up route, it's just... If it's for a client, can you imagine administrating that and getting them to understand, right, you do your blog post, now on the page, rather than a blog post, we're going to have something else. When you click the link, it opens another pop-up, so we're going to duplicate the post over there and blah, blah, blah. It would get crazy, right? It would get crazy. 378. What's that, Sam? 378. We're not Elementor Pro 378, are we? Are we? No, we're not. Are we? What's 378? You lost me there, Sam. Oh, you mean the width? You mean the responsive width? Is that what you're talking about? So I set my mobile width to be 378 because I find that's my comfort zone. And I have to be honest, I honestly have not had a single issue with building websites where I don't worry about every mobile width and size. I don't care. I have not had a single issue with a client or anything like that. Because you know what? When you start to put in @media and breakpoints to cover every size, the minute a new phone comes out, or a different, where do you stop? It's like desktop, right? I make sure it looks good on a desktop, but I've got a 49-inch screen. It ain't going to look good on that. 378. 378 is the responsive. So you know when you go to mobile responsive, you know when you go to, hey Richard, you know when you go to mobile responsive, in your top right, you have the width and the height. I set the width to be 378. I set the width to be 378 when I do my mobile responsive. Yes, 378, pixel width, responsive, width. That's what I set it to. But that's just me. You don't have to copy me. No, not columns. It's the width, your responsive width. You know when you go to mobile responsive, right? Let me show you. Yep, you got it. Yep, cool. I was about to do it. Yep, you got it. Because I find 378 when I'm looking on my so I test that on an iPhone XR. It's fine. It's fine. It isn't, Eddie. I just started early today, Eddie. I just started early because I was working on privacy policy, cookie policies, and a footer for a website. The 3 things I hate about a website, all right? Like, seriously. Who here gives 2 shits about, 2 shits about the footer? Who cares about footer? So, Richard, have you got notifications set up? So you got to hit the bell. Have you got the notification set up for YouTube? I don't change breakpoints. You know what you get as default with Elementor, desktop, tablet, mobile? I don't care. Except the mobile I set to 378. Everything else, I don't care. Yeah, Pixar, I got your email you sent. Oh, another one. Sorry, that one. Ooh. I'll have a look at that later. All right, Pixar. I'll have a look at that later. Just looking at the code there. Ooh. Oh, I get it. Your nav. Yeah, okay. I'll have a look at that. What were we talking about? Yeah, breakpoints. So, devices change all the time. Yeah, Richard, I think what can happen is, yeah, YouTube notifications is weird. Right. So, breakpoints. I just don't feel like you can satisfy the entire world and the entire market. Please make sure you click like. It was meant to be yesterday. I don't know why it's not out yet. I think he's waiting till Monday, Eddie. Releasing on a weekend is never a good thing, really. Even on a Friday is not good. The best day to do it is on a Monday if you're going to release anything, because you've got the week, Friday, people going weekend. Saturday, Sunday, never a good day. Monday. But yeah, breakpoints, okay. You got your desktop, you got your tablet, you got your mobile. Devices change, widths change, heights change. Things change. And I think that as long as you are methodical in the way you build, full width, boxed width, your margin, your padding, if you are methodical and you don't just, I'm not a fan of using percentages all the time when you're doing your margins, because, or your sizes for your wording or your images, because on the mobile you can get away with it. On the mobile you can get away with it, okay? On the desktop, what looks good here, the minute you move to a 49-inch screen, the logo goes from like that to like that. All of a sudden, you add like images and text, and they're like this, and then on a 49-inch screen, they're like that. So I just used the default Elementor ones, Eddie. Default. Yeah? I don't change it. Just leave it. I seriously don't touch them. When I do a boxed width, I tend to set at about 1,100 or 1,200 as the box width if I'm going to do that. But breakpoints, I leave. And you know why I leave it? I don't think hard about it. I don't sit there going, ooh, get the ruler out. Let's measure it. You know, I don't bother. Because it is one less thing to stress me out with. It's bad enough thinking about WebP images, custom load your fonts, your e-icons and all of that, right? Pixelated images, making it look good. Different images for the desktop and the mobile. That's bad enough. So I don't like to get drawn into too many breakpoints, because then you got to worry about the app media CSS coding, and then you enter a world of pain. I know people on here that have done that, and it's a nightmare. You don't have to do a separate header for a mobile if you're methodical again about what you show within your header. You don't have to. You could keep it all within one header, but you rearrange and hide certain things. Pop-ups for a mobile menu. It can affect your SEO a little bit if it's an off-canvas menu. However, pop-up menus can be very powerful, because you get the navigation menu, you get social sharing icons, you could have a bit more info and stuff like that. You can even have a contact form in your pop-up menu, a subscribe box. So they are versatile. The thing is with Edivo is like, you know, when we say new mobile screens, we can't fully predict or systematically say who has that size phone, that size phone, that size, that. And even if you did, how do you know exactly what devices your audience are using? And I mean exactly. Percentage with maximum widths does work. Percentage with maximum widths does work to stop that desktop problem. I just got to check the door. I think someone was knocking. Hold on. No, it wasn't anyone there. Exactly, Pixar. That's what I thought with your. That would totally explain what you're doing there. Ah, there you go then, Dynamic. Ooh, Antony. I hope that solves your problem. Oh dear, I really, really, really do hate. I cannot explain to you just how much I hate doing footers. It's the bane of my life, really are. There's nothing exciting about footers, is there? You work on them and they're just, you know, like, just there's nothing exciting about them. All right, controversial question. Who here likes doing footers? No, I will do Pixar. I'll try and do it today, in fact. I'll get back to you if I have any questions about the code, all right? Dynamic tags. Well, there's not much to say about dynamic tags, really. You could add in a header and then say that header is going to be a blog post title or a product title. You could add in an image, and the image could be a featured image of a product, and you state the product. You could add in an add to cart and then make sure it's dynamically tagged to a particular product, a price. You could even add in a text, you know what I mean? So you could add in a text editor and dynamically tag it to a blog. No, a blog post. Yeah, footer's unwanted child. No. I like what you're saying there, Rajat, but I would say a call to action in a footer is the worst place to put it, I always find. Because I tell you what, if they've not hit the call to action near the top, I think you're going to lose them. Because really, they should be ready to hit it earlier up. Feels like an afterthought down there. The only thing, I mean, a subscribe button in there could be good. Or a menu, good, you know, but... I think that's all footers are good for, Sam, to be honest. You know, like your policy, your terms and condition, your contact numbers, stuff like that. But that is literally about it. Because I just think they are like the worst. They're just, in my opinion, a waste of space. They really are. Oh dear, where's the logo? Where's the logo? Oh, there it is. I just find them just... I like to leave them as one of the last things I build on any website because they are like, by this point, you know, I always feel like if you haven't got the customer or the user to convert and click what you want them to click, by this point, forget it. Forget it. You're not going to get them to do anything for you now. You've lost them. You know, if they cared about your website and going into your services or your shop or your competition or subscribing or whatever, it's like, make them look good. Hey Mia, make your footers look good, but yep, subscribe to newsletter. Yeah. Ahaha, Atif. Make footers great again. MUFGA. It's not the greatest acronym, is it? MUFGA. Mufugga. Mufugga. That sounds like an expletive, innit? Hey, mufugga. Innit? Hey, you big mufugga. Why you mufugga? Make footers great again. Yeah, that's another good. Yeah, I mean, anchor links as well. You can do good stuff in a footer. I mean, I'm probably being a little bit overly negative. There is quite a lot of good stuff you can do in a footer, but I hate building them. I really do. I just find them to be so... I just find them to be antisocial little shits, basically. That's me being nice, by the way, all right? That is me right now being explosively nice. Little shits, right? That's what they are. Let me just get the copyright symbol. It's like, you know, even the copyright symbol, ugh. You know, like, ugh. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Is it Alt 0169? That's it. I always have to remind myself about this. It's Alt 0169. No, it's not that. It's Alt. I always get this wrong. I always get this wrong. Yeah, Mofo, make original footers, obviously. Make original, obviously. Lightbox and a column background image. Probably with dynamic ooh. Probably with dynamic ooh, maybe. I don't think you can. I don't think you can make a column image. I might be wrong. Right, got that symbol in. I haven't checked for ages, Rajat, but to be honest, I don't assess my credibility or how good we are based on hit rate, because that's like that then is as good as people who used to care about hit rates 25 years ago. How many people visit the website? Let's have a counter. 125,000. You know, I don't think it's about hit. It's not about hits. It's about contacts. How many people contact you on a daily, weekly basis, inquiring? They want a website or they want advice or tips. How many of those are coming in? That matters more than hit rates. Because hit rates, so what? So you get a hit rate. Say you get 1,000 people visit your website every day, and you no emails, you get no contacts. What's the point? Right? So it's like when you go to a website and you're scrolling, and before you know it, another little website link opens. You go, what? What's this? What's going on here? And it's showing you something else. You go, what's going on here? They will probably get about 10,000 hits because they made you go there. But how many converted? Exactly what Mia said. It's all about the conversions. So it's not about the hit rate. If every day I get something coming through the mailbox, it might be a request, a bit of advice, a question, something. If I don't get it, say 3 days in a row, I will stop and go, ooh, what's happening here? Ooh, what? People have forgotten about me. What's going on? That's what's important, not the hit rate, right? It's like, look, let me give you an analogy, right? You got a shop and people walk through the door, and every day they come through the door. They're coming in by the droves. They're coming in. But if none of them buy anything, it's meaningless. Do you know what, Richard? That's a very good point. I don't like it when so many of these like advertising companies, they kind of go, so many of these companies go, oh yeah, you'll get 1,000 impressions. And I'm like, that's pointless. That's like, you know when you have a bus, you know when a bus goes by you in, say, London or somewhere, and it's got an advert on the bus. And they'll say, this bus is going to go all the way through London. We're going to get you 100,000 impressions in one day. So what? The bus went so fast I couldn't even see what it said on it. Therefore, no click, no conversion. What is it?
I fell off my bike on the road, but Serena's mum said, are you okay? And she said, good boy, because I was brave and I did not cry.
Did you hurt yourself?
No.
But how did you fall?
So I was riding when I just stopped. Then my bike tilted.
Okay.
Tried to stop it, but then it fell.
All right. Try and be more careful then, okay?
Serena's mum says you go come out after helping her.
Okay, I'm pushing you out the room. I'm pushing him out the room. I need a weapon. No, it's all right. Go on. I'll see you later, okay? Just be careful, all right, mate? Be careful, okay? Yeah, but Rajat, we don't ask for conversion. You're looking at it wrong. We showcase what we do. We have links to other channels. We don't force anyone to do anything. Let me shut the door. Oh, just shutting the door there. Right. Do we do social media marketing if they want it? However, I try and get them to do it themselves for free. Sorry. I give them advice for what to do, because I tell you what, if you get caught into doing social media for people, messages, comments, replies, spam, it's a minefield. And unless you've got a lot of staff and team to do it, it's a bit of a headache. Don't forget to click like, by the way. Yeah, well, apparently there was going to be, like, him and all the kids were going to play a football match today. It's raining. I don't know what they're doing. So he's got his shirt on. But yeah, social media marketing, okay. I advise clients of what to do. I comment on what they do. When I say I comment on it, I mean I look at what they do and I say, right, I think you need to do a bit more of this or a bit more of that, less of this, try this as well. I advise them, strategize, but I don't like to do it for them. Because, like I said, you then have to create the images, the content, the posting, which can be quite similar if you use Publer or whatever. What if there's a direct message? What if there's like a comment on a post? You have to then be responsive to all of that. Do you really want that on your plate? Like, really? How about you worry about your own social media marketing for your web design agency or your services, right? I get enough Facebook messages, Twitter, LinkedIn, emails, YouTube comments. I get enough as it is. I don't want to be worrying about anyone else's. But does anyone here do social media marketing for their clients? Tell us. Tell me how you're handling it and how you're finding it. How are you finding it? Exactly what Mia says there. I show them what we have. There's links and stuff. They can find out more info and they can make a decision. And that is how websites should be. You know, it should just be enough to educate the user to understand what you do and offer that is either different or good, that they can then go, hey, you know what? I want a bit of that. I want a little bit of that. Rather than, you got to do this. You got to use me now because my prices are going to go up. I've got so much work. I've got work coming out my backside, but I've got an opportunity today. If you pay now, I'll build your website today. But if you don't sign up today, forget it. I'm booked for the next 29 years. That's right. For the next 29 years, I'm booked up. None of that bull. Yeah, none of that. Hey, Richard, I mean, what I would say, Richard, is that as long as you've got the capacity or the support staff, you know, you might have virtual assistants, whether people to support you, you could do it. You know, and in a way, I know there's lots of companies out there that do pay for this kind of thing. You know, there are lots of companies that pay for it. But if you're methodical about what you do and how you do it, and you got the support structure as well, you could do it. Yeah, but Rajat, I have to say, Rajat, you're looking at everything in a slightly wrong way. What you're doing is, you're saying, well, how can we grow as most clients expect conversion? But then clients expect to be on page 1. Clients expect leads to come in. Clients expect people to buy their products. Clients expect to become a millionaire next year. It don't happen. It won't happen without effort and strategic placement of your products or the language or the content. So, client expects a conversion. Why? So I would go back to the client and say, I bet if a client comes to you and says, I want a website, you're like, great. Do you know what I say to the client? Why do you need a website? I say to the client, why do you need a website? They're a bit like, what? What do you mean why? I go, no, tell me why. Why do you need a website? Now tell me why the client is going to go to your website. So why is the client going to go to your website? What are they going to buy there? Right, what are they buying? What service are they looking at? Right, okay, now tell me why they would even bother buying or contacting. Oh, because we're really good. Not good enough. Is your price competitive? Is your service clear? Are you offering a solution to a problem? No? Well, then you're not going to get a conversion. Say to your client, right, let's go to the shopping mall. And there's like 20 shops. Which one is the popular shop? And which shop is doing clearance sales because they're closing down? What was it about that shop? What was it? They didn't have great products. The prices were too high. The customer service was rubbish. They weren't clear on what they offer. You couldn't tell. You couldn't find things. It was messy. It was dirty. What was it about the shop that is popular, that old and young, male or female, doesn't matter who they are, what they are, they go in and buy stuff? Why? What was it about them that was better than that shop? And if they can't tell you, well, then it's not your job to make people buy. I'm really sorry, but it's not. You can't make a company popular or become millionaires just because they believe that they deserve it. Yeah, these headphones, I spent so much money designing them. They're amazing. People are going to love them. I don't think anyone cares about these unless there's something in them that is so amazing, right? If these headphones, when I wear them, boop, and I hit a button and like a visual screen popped out that only I can see, somehow it's connected to my glasses. Holy shit, people are going to buy that. But if I just go, headphones, where's the USP? Why is it going to convert? So say to your client who expects conversions, right, look at your nearby shops. How many of them are doing well and how many are closing down? What was it about them? The pricing, the positioning, the social media marketing, right? It ain't going to happen. Like, I've had clients where we built websites and they're nowhere near page 1. And I say to them, because you're not doing no social media marketing. You're telling your friends and family to go to your website, but you're giving them the link. What you need to do is get them to search on Google, find you, go to your website, stay there for 3 minutes, click on a few pages. Google will notice. Don't do it 20 times on the same day. No, do it every day. Do it on your mobile when you're out and about, so it's a different IP address. Google will notice. Right? But if you're not going to put in the effort, it won't make a sod all difference. That is my solid advice to you. Just read what you you said there, Richard. That does sound good. That does sound good if you got a team there. Just reading the comments here, though. Exactly what George has said. Just because you do Facebook adverts and sponsoring does not mean anything. Do you know how many rubbish Facebook adverts I see? Someone had an advert literally today on Facebook. The camera is here. She's looking over the camera and there's like a forest behind her. So you can see the canopy of the forest behind her. And she's like, I'm going to help you create websites for coaches. No messing around. No hassle. And I was like, you put an image up of you looking onto your camera with a forest background. What the heck is that? There wasn't a single like or even a comment or a share for her advert. She's probably spent, I don't know, $1, $50, $100. I don't know what she's spent. What is she trying? Why would anyone click? What is the problem she's solving? No hassle. What do you mean, no hassle? What do you mean? If you're a coach, surely your ethos is get over the hassle. Isn't that the whole point of why we have mentoring coaches? Isn't that the whole point of why we have lifestyle experts? You got all these things, negativity keeping you down, holding you back. Get over it. Jump the hurdle. Change your life, So the language for me was like, no hassle. Isn't it all about get over the hassle? Does that all make sense? Or am I talking crap? Hit like, by the way, if you're watching, okay? Please do click like and tell me if you don't agree. Let's have an argument. No, let's not have an argument. But tell me if you don't agree. Sorry, just catching up with all the arguments here. So Shidar, how a blogger from Nepal can write a blog for America customer for higher CTR. Hey Frankie, thank you for subbing. I hope you enjoy the videos, not just the live chats, but the videos we do around WordPress and Elementor to help you, your clients, and your business. Shidar, your question is a little bit open-ended. How a blogger from Nepal can write a blog for American customer for higher CTR? Well, but isn't that for you to decide? Because is it that you've got an American customer who wants a higher return in all of that? But if someone's approached you, shouldn't you know the answer to that? Or do you need to go and use Bertha AI blog writing tool to get your wording? What do you think? What about Bertha AI? I bet if you went on to Bertha AI and you put as a title higher CTR, Bertha AI is going to pull out all of the words for you, and then you pick and choose and rearrange and reuse and regurgitate and reuse and whatever. Have you thought about that? Because in a way, you see, if someone came to me, I mean, I would say, right, why did the customer come to you in the first place? Did you say you could write that? And now, because I would say, rather than asking us, in fact, I should be asking you, how did you even... So, Sridhar, if I get your name wrong, sorry. Is that because someone's asked you? Or because... you're just asking a hypothetical question? I'm in Leicestershire, Richard. I'm in Leicestershire. Yeah, awesome. Hey. Awesome. Barbecue. Yeah, Pixar has sent me code. In fact, Pixar, you sent me some other code. I will have a look at that, Pixar, okay. Yeah, but Sridhar, I'm coming back. Right. You've said yes, but is that yes because a client's approached you? Because I asked you a double-edged question. It was like, did they approach you, or are you just doing a hypothetical question? So when you say yes, is it because a client approached you? So if you can be a bit clearer with, was it yes, client? Because I'll tell you now, if you're asking me what an American customer needs and wants, my question back to you is, why did you take it on if you don't know how to answer it? Let me tell you now, right? If someone said to me, write a blog about how to manage your finances and the cost of living in the UK, I could write a blog post about it because I live in the UK. But if someone in Australia asks me, how do I manage my finances and the cost of living? I can't write it because I don't know Australian market. I don't live there. I've never been there. So I would say, why take it on? Why take it on? Why take on the stress of something you cannot deliver? Right? Does that make sense, everyone? Why take it on? Hey, take care, Mia. We do mix it up a bit, don't we, Mia, with topics we go in. And I can get so passionate about it. You know, if you put me on stage in a conference, I can get really animated about stuff. Because yeah, I just do. Germany do have great sausages. You know, sometimes we have visiting European markets. We have them from loads of different countries, and they come in the city centre, and German sausages are sacre bleu. No, that's French. Va va voom. No, that's French as well, I think. That's Thierry Henry. Auf Wiedersehen. So when it comes to what is trending in a particular market, yes, SEMrush is a good one. SEMrush is a good one. There's loads of keyword chef. There's loads of stuff you could take. But Sridhar, what I would say, so it is better leave. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do it. Sridhar, I would say, yeah. I know, sacre bleu. Flipping neck, right? Talk about language overkill. I will not take on a website project or any type of project if I am not 100% clear on what I'm going to do. There will always be stuff that kind of unsettles things or doesn't work and you've got to rethink what you're doing. But I will not take on anything which I am not confident in delivering. No, Eddie, can you see here, right? This blog post I need to do. Look, it's on my magnetic board. These are little magnets, and I write on them, and it is on the board here. Right? Still has to happen, Eddie. I have a free account, but there's stuff you can do that you don't need to use, you don't need to pay for. I need to do a video on it. I think there's about 10 things you can do. Hey Raymo, sorry, I've just seen your message. Yeah, just ask. You can ask anything you want. You can converse, you can talk, you can do anything you want on here, all right? Hey Eddie, look, I bet you were worried. Like, look, I've got that. I've got to do one on dynamic content. I've got to do one on all-in-one security. I'm going to do one on WP Sweep. And I've got to do one on Yay Mail. So I do have like I do have a my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I have columns you see on my blackboard here. In fact, I can show you it. I can show you it here actually. I've cleared it out of stuff. Right, look. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and all that. Let's put this back on. Right. I like to plan my time. And then I can just rearrange and obviously, you know, you got your magnets. And then just write on the magnet. Stick it on. It's a great way for me to stay focused, and I might have a day with loads of stuff on, but I can look and go, right, done, boom, get it off. You know, I've got it right here. Can you hear it? Right, it's right there. Why are we talking about sausages? Don't ask me why, Raymo. We talk about anything. Ah, Jimmy, did you like it? There's some good stuff on there, aren't there? I think they need to bring the price down or give you a lifetime offering, but it's pretty good. Yeah, sausages, Richard. Sausages! Hey, Helmet, how are you? Anything above the belt line. Frankie. Okay, yeah, Frankie, what you do is if you do @ so you do like, you know, the @ symbol like that and then put their name, it should pick it up. So if I do this, right, it will pick up your name. So add @ and then type the name. Yeah, look, take care, Artie, and, you know, great having you. Even if you were in the background like a spider in a cobweb. No, you were like a fly stuck to a cobweb in the background, and you want to get rid of it, but you can't be asked, and 2 weeks later, it's now decayed, and then you kind of go, ugh, and you get it off. That's what you were in the background. Oh, does it not work? Yeah, like that, Frankie. Oh, does it not work on the mobile? Sorry to hear that, Richard. Yes, look, it's coming, everyone, okay? It's coming, okay? About what I use it for free, okay? And how I get emails every 2-3 days as well. Oh, Pixar, you know what? That works. I'm using a Mac, and it works for me. Right, I'm going to be... I'm gonna go for a loo break now, and I will be back in 5 minutes. All right, I'll be back for 5 minutes. Okay, just give me 5 minutes. I'll be back. You can continue talking. All right, you can continue talking. It doesn't matter. I might even send my son in to talk to you all. Do I play games? Not as much as I used to. I used to play Final Fantasy games and stuff like that a lot. Online role-playing games, I like that, but not done it for a while because I've got so much other stuff to focus on. So this was a thank you from Elementor. Quite a lot of people got this. It's basically so it's a thank you from Elementor. They sent it to quite a lot of people, to be honest. It wasn't just exclusive. It went out to quite a lot of people. Right. Pixar, a Mac is not a PC. Well, desktop, yeah. Right, I'll be back in 4 to 5 minutes.
Walking fast. Oh, hello. Subscribe to my channel, please. So, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my dad's channel, like my video. I just need 6 more subscribers. Then I am on 3,300 subscribers. Oh, please like, subscribe, share and follow on my channel and my dad's channel. So, right. Say yes if you're going to subscribe to my channel. Say no if you're going to subscribe to my dad's channel. We will all subscribe to me. Okay, so now I did get something from very amazing people that watch that can delete channels. They said, well, projects are always split, but now, ma'am. So
Boop. Hey, I think what he's gone and done is he hit the button. I think he hit the button. It's all right. I'm back. He hit the mute button, which is right here. It's this button. Let me show him. Come here. Let me show you.
don't tell me off that.
No. See this?
Yeah.
That's the mute. That's what it was.
Let me try.
Okay, cool. You can go now.
Bye-bye. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Is he telling you to subscribe to his channel? Yeah, I did. Right, let me just check something before I quickly continue. I'll tell you his channel, by the way, in case you want to know where he is, but this is his channel. He hasn't posted on there for a while, though, so he hasn't posted for a while, but here's his channel. There we go. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so just double checking any comments in case there was anything I need to quickly miss off. SEMrush, we said we're going to do that. Yeah, like I have mentioned it to the developers, though, by the way, Jimmy, about the lifetime. I have said that really they need to get that a lifetime deal on it, I think, because that'd be a really good selling point, even if it's limited. You know, for the next month or so, we're offering a lifetime. After that, there will be no lifetime deal. Just checking the comments. Loads of comments about the Mac and the PC and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so sorry, he hit the mute button. Haha, yeah, get him to 300. I know. Right, yeah, I do need to change the description. Good point, Eddie. I do need to change the description. You are right. I'm a bad dad. So please do click like. If you haven't clicked like already, please do. But I do think of all the plugins I've ever looked at, that was an interesting one, the QI add-ons. The QI add-ons Pro. Now here's the bit that gets me. There's probably about 4 or 5 things on there that I was like, wow, that's really good. The rest of them I don't think were amazing. And that's my problem with, you know, when you pay for like a Pro, you know, when you pay, can't even get my words out. When you pay for a Pro add-on, and there's only 4 or 5 things you actually want it for, it's just not worth it, is it? It really is not worth it. And so I do get a little bit disappointed by what you get. And I always feel like, well, there's got to be more. There's got to be something more to, you know, just what they're giving you or asking you to use. There's got to be something more. And there isn't. So I don't have anything against Pro add-ons and stuff like that. But they don't really, you know. Oh, what was that? So just double check the comments now. Mark, I'm not sure if I get that. So you stick to your comments made in the comments on that video? Which one was that? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah. So it's like 4 or 5 things. And you're paying like $49 or something a year. And that is why I prefer 99% of all of our websites are just Elementor Pro. There's no other Elementor add-on, right? Because the $49 I pay for in Elementor Pro, I don't just get widgets. I get the templates, the header, footer, you know, all of that. There's so much stuff. So SEMrush Lifetime. So what is the SEMrush Lifetime? What's the deal? What's the deal then? SEMrush Lifetime. Let's go. Let's have a look. SEMrush Lifetime. What is it? Is it really good? Pricing. Can you... I can't see the lifetime deal. Where's the lifetime deal? Sorry, where's the lifetime deal? It's not on the website, Inderpreet. Can you email me the link to that? Hey Mukesh, how are you? Is there... am I missing it? I don't see a SEMrush lifetime deal. I can't even expect it to be cheap. Let's be honest, it ain't going to be cheap because they're very expensive. But I do not see a SEMrush lifetime deal. Oh, sorry, I think someone said it. Eddie said it, and Inderpreet says it. Yeah, there is no light. And even if there was, it would not be cheap. I mean, come on, look at it. $120 per month. Right? If you go for annual, it's $100. Can you imagine the cost of a lifetime deal with SEMrush? It would kick ass your pocket, that's for sure. I've just got to drop in an icon list for this website. Let me get it in right. There we go. Like that. Stylize that. Sorry, I'm just going to finish off this footer, which is taking longer than it should have done, mainly because I'm speaking to you all, which isn't a bad thing, okay? Which is not a bad thing. I want to make that clear. But I started it about 2 hours ago, and because I've just got carried away with talking, I've not even done it. Finished it. Well, I'm nearly finished it. Just got to add something in here. Cookies policy like that. Ka-ching. Na 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 na, dun dun na 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 na, do 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 do, do 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 do. Right, okay. So questions. Yeah, £5 million is how much it would cost in Debris. How many computers do I have? So I've got MacBook Air. My son has his laptop. And that's it. That's all I need. Got my MacBook Air. I mean, I'm not going to include phones and tablets and stuff. But yeah, with my MacBook Air, that's all I need. Got my son's laptop. If I ever had to. His is a PC or Acer. Not PC, laptop Acer. But just MacBook Air. Yeah, I mean, with Uber Suggest, though, I have the Google extensions. You know the extension for Uber Suggest, SEO and keywords? That is free. Does not cost a penny. And it's on Google Chrome. So whenever it's free, though. Uber Suggest Google Chrome extension. So when I do a search, it gives me keywords. It tells me the domain authority. It tells me loads of stuff. I can type in a word and Uber Suggest will just literally say his keywords being searched and stuff like that. That is free. Maybe I need to do a video on that as well then, don't I? Uber Suggest for free. You know, they're like the free keywordy thing. There you go. Uber Suggest for free. All right, let me add that to the board as well. Just there. Under the SEMrush one. So I'll try and get them done around the same time. Don't forget to click like, everyone. Yeah. Because if I show you, give me yeah, it's for an overview, yeah, and I just find that's enough. That's enough. Let's type in Elementor. Elementor. So if I put this window over here, so if I type in Elementor, boop, like that, okay, because I have this extension, right, Uber Suggest, SEO and keyword, right, look, it then says, look, keywords related. So, oh no, sorry, I forgot. That's the upgrade bit, right? But look, you're getting, you know, this for me is enough to get started with. This is enough, you know, to get an idea. Okay? And it's free. It's free. Okay, Eddie. Understood and clear. I got it. Share my notes regarding upcoming... I used to do that, by the way. I used to share it. In fact, I can tell you what's coming up. Shall I show you some of the stuff that is coming up? Shall I show you some of the stuff that is coming up on YouTube? Let me show you. Let me show you what is coming up. Okay? Let me show you what is coming up. Oh, I'm on the wrong channel. I'm on my son's channel. Don't be on his channel. Don't care about his channel, mate. No. Right, let me show you what's coming up. So here's all the videos that are still to be released. Okay? Let me show you all the videos that are still to be released. So here's all the videos still to be released, okay? You ready for it? Are you ready? Are you satisfied? Right, let me just go here. Let me go there. Yeah, okay. So we've got remove Google font with code coming out on the 4th of July. Different font text weightings. How to create a coming soon page. Juggling family and work. That's coming out on the 11th. Let's just go back to the front page. Then we've also got how life helps me to multitask. Work for free or charge. CSS background multi-gradient generator, animated popping buttons, basic WordPress settings, global colors and global fonts. Checking, this is some quick tips on creating a mobile header and some sections. Bertha AI, motion effects and scrolling effects, growing divider lines, make money quick schemes, don't fall for it, product search, bad web design agencies, post carousel for blogs, say no to bad clients, hide pages from search results, block spammy IP, different types of websites, PayPal subscription, custom media layout, respect the call to action, animated dots, and Elementor 3D style all the way until 20th of August. Okay? So these are all the videos currently scheduled to come out. Now, when the SEMrush one is done, I will get that one out as soon as I've done it. You won't have to wait for the SEMrush. Okay? As soon as I've done it, I will get it out quick. All right? But that's all the videos that so far I've done, recorded. They've recorded, Eddie. They've recorded, uploaded, edited. They're all sat there. Yep. And the reason I do it like that, Eddie, is so that if I so this week, I did a video on, in fact, it was Monday, not Tuesday, Monday. And I didn't do a video on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 4 days. I've done 2 today, this morning, that I need to edit and upload. So it means that if I have a week where I am stretched out with other stuff to do, I know there's still videos going out. It's great, right? And if I do a video impulsively, like, oh, I'm going to do one now, it's got to go out, I'll do it and release it. Or I'll shift the content a bit. So there's videos coming out. So 2 more videos. That will take me from the 20th of August to the 24th of August. I try to do every 2 days usually. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more videos here to record. That's 6. That's 12 more days worth of stretched out. So can you see how you do them in advance? It takes us into September, and we're just at the start of July, and I'll have videos planned out into September. It's a great way to work. Plan ahead. Quick question: in a portfolio, do you put a nice and long I prefer short. I don't think. I just like short, to the point. What was the aim? What did they achieve? Or was there anything special they did? I prefer short and concise. Skim reading, innit? I hate it when there's too much text. Like there's 5 projects. Oh God, I got to read 5 of them now? Too much. Short and concise, to the point. What did it achieve? What was the problem it solved? Stuff like that. Short and concise. Well, you just changed the schedule, Eddie. So I've got a video in there which is scheduled for Monday. I just go in and go, right, I release it on Tuesday. Or maybe I go, it's okay. It can wait until September. I move it to September or end of August. Some videos you can do at any time. Like one of mine is about bad web design agencies. Bad web design agencies. I can release that now, next week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, next year. It's what I call like an evergreen video, which you could release anytime. So you just change the schedule. Exactly, Frankie. Yeah, long-winded. It just gets like laborious, doesn't it? And then you sort of go, they obviously struggle to just say what the point was. So they've now padded it out. I would say 2 paragraphs isn't bad. One big one. Yeah, two or 3. 2, 3. No, 2. Go with 2. Because it's almost like the first paragraph is like the intro about what was the point of it. And then the last intro paragraph would be what was achieved. So it's almost like the problem or the brief or the question. And then the second paragraph is the answer, the conclusion, the solution. That's a good way to look at it, isn't it? That's a good way to do it. By the way, Frankie, I haven't asked a question yet. Do you want to tell us a bit more about you? I mean, obviously you're here, you're joining in. Do you want to tell us a bit more about you? Like, do you use Elementor? Do you freelancer, web design agency? Are you building websites for yourself, for clients? Whereabouts are you based as well, by the way? Are you California? China? Timbuktu? Easter Island? Whereabouts are you? Kenya? Don't know where you are. Whereabouts are you? Whereabouts are you? Old school front-end developer. You're going to be proper hardcore coding, aren't you? You're going to be like the genius who can go, oh yeah, we can do the JavaScript. And it just happens. New Jersey, USA. Don't forget to click like if anyone is watching. Do you find, though, that even though you were like old school front-end developer, do you find that life is easier, or you're able to work with WordPress Elementor, but you have that skill set to go a little bit further because you understand developing and code and all that, so you can take it, and if you really need to, you can go a little bit, add in a bit more and stuff like that? Or do you find that it's more quicker and easier now just to build with Elementor? Do you know what, everyone? I really feel like having a KFC tonight. Who's with me? Who's with me? Who's with me? Who is having... You've seen my hair today, look. I haven't styled it today, right? So it's like... This is what I look like. This is what I look like when I get out of bed. This is my out of bed look. Just look at it. This is my out of bed look. You know when I haven't like straightened my hair or styled it or anything? I'm all over the place. I am all over the place. And I think that's the reason why I just love WordPress and Elementor, because it is so, you know, when you got a basic website, you can just build.
Dad, Rihanna's mum said that day was on Sunday. She said, "Why haven't you been knocking?" And I said, "I'm not allowed." And she said, "Why?"
No. We need to explain.
But she said. Rihanna's mum said I could.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is, what you have. No. Don't do that.
She said I could.
No, Raheem. What you need to explain, is you're getting out of the habit of knocking on everyone's door. So the way.
I said that. She said, "No, you can still knock on my door." That's what she said.
Okay. So what if you come here to ask me?
I can do it.
You don't need to do it.
I can if I want.
They can't see you on camera. Right.
I just banged my head.
Okay, right. Do you want to go now?
I was under do it, and I stood up and I banged my head on your bed.
Oh no! Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to go?
Trouble after.
No, you're not.
Dad, please can I? Also, Dad, please can I go and off Rihan because Rihan mum said I could. Rihan's mum said Rihan.
But what are you gonna do? Play outside? No one's coming inside.
Okay. Can I knock?
You can. No one's going in the back garden.
I can knock.
Just him. But no one is coming inside and no one is going in the back garden. If it's raining, you can't go. Oh dear, kids, hey, kids. Who invented kids? Huh? Who invented them? They got some serious questions to answer. Yeah, like what Pixar says, right? Oh, I tell you what, Eddie. I'm killing for a KFC today. You know, some nice spicy hot wings. There you go, Frankie. Now you can see how we don't just talk about Elementor and WordPress and clients and websites and footers. We talk about KFC. Aha, Pixar. Yeah, that's going to get a lot of people talking, that is. I like it doing myself. Well, I was thinking about food, but you've just said not what you think, food-wise, guys. So what were you thinking? No. Right, that's the footer on this website done. I don't like doing footers. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't like doing footers. I feel like that the footer is the full stop to a novel.
Rihan's mum said he can play out in the evening because he's just got shouted at because he was left to do homework when his mum was out and he did not do
Okay,
it.
Shouldn't you be doing some homework? Don't you think you should be practicing?
No. But
but Raheem, listen to me.
Can I tell you something though?
What?
Serena's mum also said it's fine. Tell your dad it's fine. I can knock because it's fine.
Okay, but you can't play this evening. Okay, you cannot play outside after 5 o'clock.
Can I play out until 6?
No, because 6 o'clock is after 5 o'clock. So
at 5:30.
No, 5:30 is after 5 o'clock as well.
5 past 1. 1 minute.
1 minute past 5?
Yeah.
No, because that's 5 o'clock. After 5 o'clock.
Okay, so Dad's going to go knock with Serena.
Did her mum really say that?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, go on then. But it's raining, Raheem, and it's cold. And you need to put some jeans on. Your chicken legs are like... He's gone. Anyway. You can talk about formula. You can talk about anything you want. Right? As long as we're not abusive to anyone or malicious. I don't really watch Formula 1. So you can ask it. Yeah, did you know it's like Pixar? Oh, what about 6 o'clock? What about 5:30? What about 1 minute? It's like, no. User experience. Oh, okay. When you say user experience, though, do you mean like to understand how to make things flow better or feel better? Or to pop out better, so that things don't just feel like text images, just to kind of, whoa, Karapos, you can shut the door right now. We are not talking about visual composer. No, Jack, you've not missed anything.
The boys, Mum, I also have said I could. Please.
Right, so let me explain everything right. Raheem has a problem with knocking on everyone. Stop clapping. Raheem has a problem with knocking on everyone's door when he wants to play, and he has a bad habit, and all the parents have said to me they don't like that.
Some parents are saying, well, Serena and Mum said, give it about 20 minutes from reading from, and then it'll probably be sunny.
Okay.
Please, can I knock on them, please?
You cannot knock on Bronte or Jude's door.
Yes,
even if no one else... No, they're not bad, but if no...
No, Jude is bad.
No one is bad. However, if no one else comes out to play, I do not want you knocking on Bronte and Jude's door. Are we clear?
How about Beth's?
No, not Beth's either.
Serena's?
If they want to... Serena's, yes. But, so, if...
Serena's behind number one. Okay, thank you, bye.
Oh, God.
Am I coming after?
No, you're not. So this is like a double... This... I'm not talking about parenting here. This gets on my nerves a bit. Sometimes he goes and knocks for the other kids, and the parents get a bit annoyed, and then I get a text message going, I can tell Raheem to not knock. But then they tell him it's okay to knock, and I'm like, make your mind up. Either he can knock or he can't knock. But don't send me a message saying you don't want him knocking. Oh, dear. What is the bad habit? Throwing a stone. Kids. Oh, right, okay. Okay, Frankie. So user experience. Oh, right, I get you. User experience designers get paid. Got you. Wow, Frankie. That's really good to know. No, they're not. They're not. It's just that. How do I explain this, Richard? How do I explain this in a nice way? There are some kids that if you choose to play with them outside, some parents will then go off. They jump in the car and they go off shopping or something. And the kids are left with you. And I don't like that. Okay, I don't like that. Because what if my son wants to come in? What if I need my son to come in? What if I need to do something? What if I need to go out? Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like, they just go off for an hour or two. So I don't like that. I don't like that. How old is your son, Ben? How old is your son? My son plays around with Canva. He sometimes types in and makes an image with Canva, and he gets a mountain, he gets a moon, he gets a werewolf, he gets like a knight on a horse, and he starts to position stuff. He plays around quite a lot. Do you know what I mean, Richard? Yeah, and Frankie, it gets a bit taking liberties is what I would call it. Wow, Ben, interesting. And how are they when they're making that website? How do they get it? When you say they're 7, though, when did they turn 7? Are they nearly 8 now, or are they quite early, mid-7? And how are they when they do that? How are they? 'Cause that's quite cool. I think it's quite cool. Right. Let me just check this footer. Yes, the footer looks okay. That is good. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, the footer looks fine. We'll give 15, 40, 15, like, what? Yeah, the footer's looking pretty awesome. Well, I would say that, wouldn't I? I would say it's pretty awesome. But it's looking pretty good at the moment. There you go. Oh. Yeah, taking liberties, taking advantage, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Because they become your responsibility then, don't they? And, I'm hungry, this and that. It's like, you only live there. You only live there. You're hungry. Go home and get something to eat.
So,
it's back. What is it now?
Current allowed to play out.
Sorry?
Current allowed to play out when the rain stops, but Kira isn't until tomorrow because he's grounded. Kira is.
Oh.
Because he ran on the road without permission.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what? If you come in here one more time, you will be grounded.
You don't be too bad. You're joking. Did you say to me having grounded?
You're not grounded yet. Don't make noise, mate. Don't make noise, all right?
It's loud. Up the fire alarm. Do, do, do. Ken.
Come on.
You know,
go and eat. Go and eat, okay? Go and eat.
Butching.
Really, Richard? And how do you find that? Kids moving in, is it... Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that? Do I need to send an email? Hold on. Can I send an email to just Jimmy and Pixar? Because I think there's a bit of email confusion going on here. Let me just send an email. Hold on, guys. Right, I've just emailed Jimmy and Pixar, right? So you guys have got the right emails, just in case there's any issues at all, because I want to make sure there are no issues between the emails. All right, make sure there's no issues with the emails. I was quite mischievous during childhood. I still am. Can't you tell? I was very mischievous as a child, but I was very hardworking as well. I did well in classes and school, but I was also very talkative. Always trying to make a situation be funny, maybe for the wrong reasons, but I was mischievous, yeah. I tell you when I hate it, Richard, is when like you're like going, right, I've finished with my work day now, and you got kids in your house, and you just want to sit and watch TV. You just want to sit and watch TV because you just want to now just chill out, and you can hear kids. That I hate. No props, guys. Yeah. Hopefully you all connect back up together again. By the way, please don't forget to click like. Please don't forget to click like, okay? There is still one thing I need to do for this client's website, which it's not difficult, but it is going to be something that could open a can of worms for me, in that it is a plugin, Hoika, I think it was. Is it Hoika? I think it's Hoika wallet. And what that means is that you can dump money into someone's account. So as a competition website, I can say, right, I'm going to give £10 to this person. I can dump money into their account, and they can then use that money on the website. They can't withdraw it. Well, I don't know if they can withdraw it, actually. I need to check the setting now. Oh, no, I need to check the setting. But they can use it to buy other stuff on the website. How long have we been running it? Right, so if you go to YouTube, it will say that this channel has been open since 2010. That is not true. That is when I first registered for a channel. However, we've only been doing videos for Elementor and WordPress since June the 2nd, 2021. So 1 year and in fact, it's officially 13 months. So 13 months. Now, in 13 months, we've grown. We've grown. I think we're doing well. We got lots of videos. You know, we're talking about over, I don't know, close to 500 videos, I think, in 13 months, which that's a lot. But hey, we love to create content. I think 475 videos, 13 months. It takes time, effort, as well as balancing off your web design agency and social media and just life, generally life, right? Aha, yeah, Jimmy, I think YouTube would have something to say about that for sure, right? Please don't forget to click like. Oh, Richard, mate. You know what? In the daytime, I hardly watch TV. Hardly ever, right? And when you spent like a whole day, and I do live chats as well, working in the morning, live chats, working, and then you get to that point where, right, okay, now I just want to just like watch TV. Son's asleep, you know, you just want to watch TV. Whether you're catching up or just watching the TV without even really taking it in. Just want to do that, right? Yeah, I mean, progress is good. Progress is good. I mean, look, if I'm honest, there are much bigger players in the YouTube world in terms of Elementor WordPress influencers. But we have our style and our approach. It's great to be involved, though, on like Paul's WP Tut's channel, doing live chats there. That was great. To be invited on that was so unexpected. I wasn't expecting it. I hadn't even asked him. Because I didn't think I was worthy. I'll be honest, I didn't think I was worthy enough. So to be invited, and I've been on it now, 3 times? That was great. That was really, really great. I've supported Bertha AI, Atareem, Code Snippets. So now, if you go to Code Snippets on the WordPress repository, you know where all the plugins are. I am now there on the official Code Snippets with a little video. I was not expecting that. So it's great, but I do keep myself grounded because everything could go wrong. People might go elsewhere. It happens. What's good now won't be good forever. I hope it continues. I hope we grow. And it's nice that we're able to connect with so many amazing people. You know, I see names on here of people that we chat to almost on a daily basis. People that I sometimes converse with on Facebook as well, or on email. So it's not even on the live chat. But we've become friends, and it's cool. It's cool. It's really cool. And like, I'm hoping at next year's WordCamp in Athens, hit the microphone there. I'm determined to be there, and hopefully I'll get to meet some people there as well from here. Don't forget to click like. Okay. But yeah, I've got to, we have been live now for 2 hours, 34 minutes. I do need to focus on this wallet functionality for this competition website. And because it's the first time I'm using the plugin, I think I'm going to have a bit of a head-banging session trying to get it to work. So I'm going to crack on with that. Just going to finish off the comments here. Excellent. I'm glad that helped, Frankie. I'm glad that... Often, you know, when I do videos, it's because I had the same question, Frankie. And I had to find an answer. And then I did a video on it because I thought, well, someone else will want to know the answer to that. Do you know what I mean? So, honestly, when I do videos, it's because often I had a problem and then I found a solution and now I want to share it with other people. WordCamp. I don't think you can get tickets for next year's... Oh, no, I think you can. I don't think you can get tickets yet for it. I don't think you can. I might be wrong. But it's in Athens next year. Hey, take care, Jack. Take care. Take care, Richard, George, Nikos, Frankie, Pixar, Ben, Jimmy, anyone else who is still on here. Say your goodbyes now. Interpret. Because I'm about to shut down now. Please make sure you click like. Keep following. Take care, Carapos. Anyone else whose name I have not mentioned. If you are just watching though and you never comment, please don't be afraid. Feel free to comment. Take care, Nick. Nick, please do reply back to me, all right, via email. Let me know how progress is. Please do. Please remember to reply back when you're done, okay? Take care, everyone. I won't be live tomorrow. Sunday, I tend to not do lives because I like to just get on with other stuff in the house and garden and things. But I should see you on Monday. Hey, I'm having a KFC tonight. All right, take care. Let me go check on my son now. Love having you all. Stay safe. Look after yourselves. Bye.